Hey guys, it's me, Card Selector here, back to bring you guys another collection video. This time I'll be showing off my Sonic the Hedgehog video game collection in order to celebrate me reaching 1,110 subscribers, and honestly guys, I would seriously not be anywhere on this site without the help and support you guys have given me throughout the couple of years and as of recently. I really do appreciate it, and making videos would just not be as fun without all of you. So with that said, let's begin the video. First, I will begin with my Genesis games. So first, we have the original Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. Classic game. Next, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Genesis, my second favorite Sonic game of all time. Next, we have my favorite Sonic game of all time, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And last, we have Sonic Classics for the Genesis, which include Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Okay, that's all for Genesis games. Now let's move on to Xbox 360 games. And first, we have Sonic Generations, my favorite 3D Sonic game of all time. Sonic Unleashed, pretty decent I suppose. Next we have the Dreamcast Collection. Not really a Sonic game, but it does include Sonic Adventure, so might as well count it. And last we have Sonic Genesis Collection, which basically has all the original Sonic games on the Genesis, as well as the other games on the Genesis, such as Bright Star, etc. Next, let's move on to Wii games. And first, we have Sonic Colors, really fun game. Sonic and the Secret Rings. Suppose it's alright. It's not one of my favorites. Sonic and the Black Knight. I really did not enjoy this game, but that's just my opinion. Sega Superstar Tennis. It's okay for a couple of hours. Kind of gets repetitive after a while. Next, I'm not sure if you could consider this a Sonic game, but Super Smash Bros. Brawl does include Sonic on it, so suppose I could. Next we have Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games. Fun. And last, Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. And just for the record, I do have Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, however, I just cannot find it. So, yeah. Anyway, not too big of a loss. I really did not enjoy that game a lot. Anyway, let's move on to GameCube games. I have Sonic Adventure DX for the GameCube. Really fun Sonic game. Another copy of Sonic Adventure DX. Really don't know why I have another copy. Just do. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. Sonic Heroes. It's alright. Next we have Sonic Mega Collection, basically includes all the Sonic games on the Genesis, a couple of other non-Sonic games on the Genesis. Next we have Sonic Gems Collection, which I basically got just to play Sonic CD. Some of the other games are alright, however I do not enjoy Sonic R whatsoever, and I do not enjoy Sonic the Fighters. And last we have Shadow the Hedgehog. The reason why I only show the disc instead of the actual case is because the case basically looks like this. Yeah, really bland and boring, but I suppose it's alright. Next, let's move on to PlayStation 3. I only have one game, and that is Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Pretty fun racer. Next we have two random PC Sonic games that I have not played. Those are Sonic R and the Sonic and Knuckles collection, which I don't know how good these games are, because, well, I know Sonic R is crap, but I don't know how good Sonic and Knuckles collection is, because, well, I can't play it. Next, let's move on to DS games. First, we have Sonic Rush. That was pretty fun. However, that's just my opinion. Sonic Classic Collection. Basically, just got this to get Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the go. It also includes the original 3 Sonic games on the Genesis, along with Sonic 2 and Knuckles. And last, we have Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing for the DS. So, it's alright, I guess. Next, let's move on to Game Boy Advance. Don't have very many Sonic games on Game Boy Advance, but I do have Sonic Advance 3, which was pretty fun. Did not enjoy it as much as the classics, though. And Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the Game Boy Advance. This is the absolute worst Sonic game I have ever played, and is probably the worst port of any game ever, basically. However, that's just my opinion. Next, let's move on to PSP games. Just like the Game Boy Advance games, don't have as much, but I do have Sonic Rivals 2, and the Sega Genesis collection, and basically includes various Sega Genesis games, as well as Sonic 1 and 2. And last, let's move on to the 3DS Sonic games, in which I only have Sonic Generations. Really fun game. Did spend a lot of hours on it. Now, let's move on to downloadable titles. For the Wii, I have Sonic 4 Episode 1. And I suppose it was alright, however, I did not find it as fun as the original 3 classics on the Genesis. And finally, for the Xbox 360, I have Sonic 4 Episode 2, which I thought was pretty okay. Sonic CD, which is probably the best port of Sonic CD in existence, in my opinion. And last, we have Sonic 4 Episode 1. And yeah, that is pretty much my Sonic the Hedgehog video game collection. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and see you guys all in the near future.